The more and more people that I talk to, the more that I realize that people have no idea why they're even posting social media content for their business account, and they're doing it just because they were pretty much told to. You know, the whole like, you gotta be on social media, you gotta post every single day, you gotta post if you wanna go viral and get all these whatever. And this is why people are failing left and right on social media and why they are so upset when they don't go quote unquote viral. And then the one that I hear is they have the wrong expectations, they have no idea what to post, and they just are shooting in the dark essentially. What if I told you that if you fixed your mindset, you would not only grow on your social media account, your business would grow, and then you would grow as a person yourself. So really quick though, if you had to take a step back and tell me what you think social media actually is, what would that be? Yes, it's a place to post your photos, your videos, your fit checks, to, you know, interact with your community, even though you guys don't even freaking do that. So yes, none of that is wrong, but what if I told you that all that stuff in your head, all the posting, all the trends, all the fit checks, all those things were just making you more and more stressed out to follow all those things and taking your eyes off the prize, which is building an amazing community around your business, and you're just so heavily focused on likes and again trends and all of that nonsense. And I hate to say it, but just wanting to go viral and just thinking about viral and thinking about all these different things like we were just talking about, now you have officially joined the rat race, and you have to stop comparing yourself to brands like Nike or Vans and all that stuff. So again, yes, social media is for fit checks, it is for your photo dumps, it is for your videos, but what exactly is it for businesses? And what does that mean to a business owner like yourself? You need to realize that all posting is marketing. Yes, that boring old business term that, you know, everyone hates, whatever the case is marketing. Oh, I need a billboard now, or I need whatever, I need to run an ad on the radio. No, so all social media posting is marketing. And as soon as you finally figure that out, you can look at this whole thing a lot differently. And if you realize what marketing actually is, it's just getting in front of the right people, your ideal client, over and over and over again and staying front of mind, then that is how you then build a community, which leads to more purchases. So if we stopped getting caught up in all the little details about what to post, what should I post, use my iPhone, good quality, bad quality, do I need to hire a photographer, videographer, all the different little things, and if we just focused on our ideal client and that person just came and sat down in front of us and grabbed a cup of coffee and we're sitting down having this awesome time, what would you say to them? Would you sell? Would you push? How would you talk to this person? You probably wouldn't do any of that. You probably want to hear their story. You probably ask them how their day is going. You probably say, hey, what are you drinking? You probably have a nice friendly conversation, and then eventually slide in a sale, or hey, what do you think about this? Or hey, I got this new shipment in jeans, or check out this new hat that I just ordered. You would never shove something down someone's throat, and I know that because us as a population, we hate that. So if we're not gonna do that in person, why would we do that on social media? And then why would we think that it's actually going to work as a post if we start just shoving stuff down people's throats? So let me paint a picture for you. So you know those sales guys in the mall that, you know, clean your shoes or whatever? You know how you walk really far around them? You don't want your people to do that to your post. Or my favorite, it's actually my worst, I freaking hate the freaking dealership, but car salesmen at dealerships, I mean, I know they're people too, but man, they need to change their tactics or something because they're just the freaking worst. So what happens when those people try to approach us? We avoid, we walk really far around them, we make up excuses to kind of get out of the conversation and just keep on walking. You don't want to build that type of community. You want to connect, you want to have a conversation, you want to hear their story, you want to build a community, not a one-way, just word vomit. So again, if they were sitting right in front of you, you want to hear their story, you want to help them out, you want to just be a part of their life because you want your product to help them in one way, shape, or form. And how I know this is because I know you're passionate about this business, I know you're passionate about this product, and I know you want to help out as many people as you possibly can, or else you wouldn't even be watching this video at all. You care, so you're trying to make your social media grow and help more people out and get more customers and clients and stuff like that. So if that's all posting is, and there's no way that you would talk to a human like that or your ideal client like that, how would you start posting then? If you looked at posting just like that, like you're talking to someone across the screen, how would you start running your Instagram account? How would you start marketing? How would you do a YouTube video? How would you start running essentially all of your marketing, your website, everything, your stories? Would you start bringing them in behind the scenes? Would you start posting intentionally? How would you treat your people if you pictured them, again, this close? You will stop caring about your following count or how many people liked or commented or whatever the case is, because you know that you are building a community and you know that that takes a long time. So again, if you're not stressed about going viral, if you're not stressed about all this traffic coming in and you are just talking to that one person, how will your posting change? How will it forever change? So looking at social media this way, in this method, and how it's just marketing, but you have a choice to choose how you market. No one's saying you have to be on Instagram or you have to be on Snapchat or whatever the case is. If you're in charge of your own marketing and you get to choose all these things and you get to choose how you talk to your people and treat them like, again, like that they're this close, this method will forever change your mentality. So talk to your people, okay? Engage with them. Talk to them like they're this close, okay? Be intentional. Be so intentional about what you post. And seriously, now this is a hard one for me, okay? But stop selling. Stop selling altogether. If you make good quality, value-based content, people will flock to you. People will, again, you will build that community, and then within that community, you will get purchases because they love who you are. They love the brand you are building and they want to be a part of that. So seriously, don't feel like you have to sell in any of your posts from here on out. Just stop doing it. Okay, so to recap really quick and then we'll get you out of here. So all posting is on social platforms is just marketing. Marketing is just the act of staying front of mind. Tie that together with no rules, because we don't believe any rules over here at Dork Social Club, and you have the freedom to market to whoever you want, however you want, and all you have to do to succeed is to stay front of mind and to get in front of your ideal audience as much as you physically possibly can. Now make sure to go post with no rules, with no at all expectations, and just focus on your ideal client and make smart moves. Okay, dorks, we love you and we'll see you next time.